Good morning, good morning. Well, you can have a look at my face and the backdrop for 30 or 40 seconds till we make sure the stream's working the way it should be. And then we'll get started. We'll do our introduction to the team, show you where we are, in case you can't already guess. And yeah, and get started. So hopefully it doesn't take too long for the stream to kick in and YouTube to start working its magic. Good morning, how are we all doing? How is everyone? About a minute mark, usually about now, starts to the channel starts to populate with viewers. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Come on, team. Come on, my little puppers. There we go. We have someone on. Thank goodness. Right, good morning. Here's the squad. Look at our beautiful surroundings today. We're in a happy place. We're in one of our happy places. Harris is in a real happy place. He's about to go to town on Ruby's lead here. Morning, River. How you doing, young man? Happy puppy. Got a good happy squad this morning. They are in their element. I'm gonna pop across here down this little rabbit run of our path. Hopefully all the pups follow us along. Keep coming, you guys. Keep coming. So good morning. Right, we'll do a proper introduction in a second. Anthea, good morning from Jamaica. Wow. I think you're the first person that's jumped in the comments to let us know you've been watching from Jamaica. Welcome along. Welcome along. Right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from, whatever time of the day it is. Hello and welcome to Crighton Pet Services virtual dog walk. This is where I do all the dog walking. You guys just get to watch along in the comfort of your home or your device, wherever you're watching from. Just enjoy. I've got the pack behind me here. The squad of 8 dogs. We'll show you them and all their splendour and how we get on with the challenges of the modern world as we go around. We'll also have a little bit of chit chat with you if you want to jump into the comments. And yeah, I'm out here looking for a couple of friends to keep me company on my dog walk. If you so wish. The team are in good form today. It is a bright and sunny morning. It's a nice 14 degrees for us here in Edinburgh, in case you're curious as to how this relates to temperature. And from the dog's perspective, we've been dealing with temperatures of sort of 20-25 in the last 3-4 months. So this being down at 14 is an incredibly cool session for these guys. They're quite happy with it being as low as it is, and it's going to continue to get lower. Hey buddy, what are we doing in here, River? Hello. How's things? We just came along this little bit of path. We're going to go back along. Hi Mac, how you doing, buddy boy? Are you good? Are you good, pupper? Are you good? This is Mac. He's a Tibetan Terrier. In case you're curious, we'll introduce you to the whole team. We've got Alfie here and Juno. They're both Border Terriers, and we have a third Border Terrier down here in front of Ruby, who's on the long line. So Otis is the Border Terrier and Ruby's on the long lead. Down beside Mac, we've got Barney. He's a Shih Tzu. Good morning, Barney. And then we've got Harris here, who's a show cocker. And also we've got River, who I introduced you to a moment ago, and he is a Cavapoo. King Charles Cavalier, mixed with a miniature poodle, I believe. So there we go. There's our squad. There's our team. It is very pleasant in the sun, but we're just, based on the dog's body language, I'm just going to take them into the shade a little bit, just to cool off slightly. It'll be a bit more pleasant for them there. I can hear the like of Mac panting away at the camera there. So we're going to work on the shadier side of the area that we're in. I say shadier, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean that in a genuine, there is more shade. There is more shade. Good, you guys. Good puppies. Good puppies. Right, Ruby, better make sure that that doesn't get snagged. Let's just pull this whole thing up. Good, Barney. Well done, buddy. Good, Juno. Well done, sweetheart. Good, you guys. River. We're going this way, bud. I'm going to jump into the comments in a second or two. I see that there's a few of them trickling in here just now. It's not too many that I can't keep up. But don't let that stop you. Keep double and triple texting all you like. I will come to them, I promise. What I'm doing just at the moment is just making sure this new area I came into doesn't have any surprises that I wasn't aware of. There's no people lurking behind trees or anyone leaving food out or anything like that. So the dogs seem pretty chilled. We're quite happy. We're quite happy. And even although, I mean, for those that have been with us the last 30 seconds, it's beautiful blue skies here in Edinburgh. But look at this already. We've got the beginning of crunchy leaf season kicking in. It's already began. We're only 2 days into September, into the autumn, and we're already sort of hitting that autumny vibe. Spice pumpkin latte sort of sensations. So there we go. There we go. Right. Let's see what the comments are saying. Good morning, everyone. So we've got our first Jamaican viewer in the comments. Welcome along. How are we doing, Anthea? BB? Oh, puppies, yeah. You stay with us, BB. We've got puppies galore here to show off and show you. So come and make friends with us. Cindy, hello, good morning. Fishing with Raheem. Big catch. This is a big haul that we have, Raheem. We've got 8 pups out with us today. I look after sort of 20 odd dogs for 20 odd different families in Edinburgh, and I take them out in combinations of sort of 6, 7, 8, that kind of thing. Depends on who needs walked on various days, but we've got 8 of them out this morning. We've got a good combination, so welcome along. Enjoy the haul, enjoy the catch. Sheila, good morning from Oklahoma. Good morning. How are we doing, Sheila? I hope you're well. And what's Cindy? Good morning from South Africa. Wow. Goodness me, we're hitting various corners of the globe this morning. That's awesome. Welcome along, everybody, to wherever you're watching from. Thank you so much for tuning in, walking along with me and my little pups. We've already had a little problem here. It's not a very big problem, but Ruby's lead has snagged on something that is just going to drag and make noise all the way around. So I'll try and untangle this with one hand while we go. Maybe Ruby can help by pulling that taut. Yeah, good girl, Ruby. That's good. That's good. One little bit to go. There we go. And we're free. No, Alfie, it wasn't anything hitting you. It was me. Don't worry, bud. Don't worry. Where did we get to? You're enjoying the walk in Scotland? Yeah, welcome along. This is a lovely little part of the world that we've based ourselves in. I try to take the dogs to different locations each session, each day, but you'd never know if you didn't know Scotland and you didn't know Edinburgh. And even if you did know Edinburgh, you'd have to have a very keen eye to be able to tell the difference between the various areas that we are walking in. Because let's face it, leaves on the ground look pretty similar no matter where we are in the world, right? So it's quite interesting trudging through all these leaves. It doesn't feel like we're ready for that yet. It's certainly not obvious in the street. You know, if you've got trees that line the streets and things like that, there's definitely not a very obvious amount of leaves lining the pavements just now. But certainly back here under the cover. River! This way, buddy. Good boy. River, that is phenomenal from him. River's actually our newest pup. He's only been with us a few weeks, and that's super responsive. That response rate is fantastic. In fact, almost deserves a little treat, a little training treat. When we do things like that, hope we'll reward the dogs on camera. But in addition to that, what we do is we actually make you guys, you watching, the person who determines when those treats come. And when we hit sort of 10 likes up here, which we've done, that's when we're going to give the puppies a little training biscuit. So there we go, Juno. Good Alfie. Sorry, Otis. Good Alfie. See, they're all too similar. Even I'm getting confused. There's Mac again. River. Fancy. Juno. Thank you. This is for River. Good boy. Barney, you going to catch? Good catch, bud. Fantastic. What are you two doing? What are you two up to? What are you two up to? You fancy one? You want one? Good boy. Good girl. So, as a very special thank you for you guys watching along and giving us those likes, that is from you watching just now. Really appreciate it. And the dogs are going crazy for it. In fact, Juno is after more. They might just become, when we come out here into this open area, they might just become a little bit more animated because they've had a little sugar hit. So let's see. You can already tell Harris is losing his mind over Ruby's lead. Thank you to everyone who's watching along. Oh, look at the lovely hearts coming through. Thank you. Is that because Harris is going crazy? We need more of this, Harris. We need more. We need more. Frank is joining us. Good morning, Frank. How are we? Maywall said hi. Marcel has said hi. And Varunya said hi. And Dangetti. Is that right? Am I saying those names right? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, folks, but good morning to everyone watching. Thank you so much and welcome along to our little channel. I started this channel 4 years ago, and one day, I started it yesterday, 4 years ago, and the idea was to kind of show the owners, and especially any new dogs that were going to join us, just how the dogs got along with each other and how they work together and what interesting things we do and where we go and all this kind of thing. I started making videos every single day, and it was taking an age to edit, put in all the little captions, put in all the little animations. It was a lot of work. It was an awful lot of work. And so, oh, here we've got an intruder. We've got a puppy coming to join our midst. Hello, little one. Hello. Oh, Ruby, we just didn't have quite enough line, did you, bud? Hello, puppy. Hello, young man. Hello, young man. I wouldn't be surprised if Barney starts trying to hump this dog, because we've had. I'll tell you that in a second. I'll tell you in a second. I'm just going to get a hold of Barney because it looks like he's about to try it. Hey, thank you. Cutie pie. Don't worry. Oh, right. Oh, Harris. Yeah. They're very similar, aren't they? They're very similar. How? Don't worry about us. We're used to seeing all shapes and sizes. Thank you. That's kind. I can take no credit for that, but. Yeah. That's it. You're okay, River. You're all right. You're all right, bud. You're okay. Hi. I know. There's the two of your dogs are almost identical to the two of my gang, aren't they? We've got this one that looks like River, who's at your feet here. Okay, oh, yeah. Hello. Hi, little one. Look at you. I'm trying to find out. Is my one up? There he is. There he's there. There he's there. Do you want us to? Would you rather we moved away, or no, you're right? Yeah. I know we're fine. We're fine. There you go. She might give. Yeah, she's the boss. She might have. I was curious. She might give a little growl, but she's all right. She's fine. There we go. Right, lovely to chat to you. We'll see you again. This way, guys. Come on. Puppies. Good puppies. Good puppies. Here we go. We made that dog's day, I think. But did you see how similar? It's like Harris and the dog that was being a bit of a pest. It was lovely, but it was being a bit of a pest. They were identical almost. And River and the other dog were practically identical also. Very similar at least. There we go. So there's the the first of many interactions that we have during the day, during the week. And it's nice to show the owners how their dogs then respond to meeting other dogs, and in the melee of it all. We'll just maybe kind of keep an eye on Barney. Yeah, I was saying before, I wouldn't be surprised if Barney was going to start trying to mount the other dog. We got a heads up from 2 seconds. No. Morning, how we doing? That's why you're on the long line. River, good boy. Good boy, we're not going for a run. We've joined a very busy path here. Yeah, we got a heads up from a woman. She said, look, just so you know, in case it's a problem for your team, she said, and it's kind of where we are. She was like, my dog has started going crazy. He was like licking things that he wouldn't normally lick, and he thinks that he was licking pee, and he thinks that basically there's a dog that's in season that's walking around here. And in case that was going to trigger any of my guys. And basically, so everyone's fixed apart from River, who's still too young to have the snip yet. But the first person to show any interest was Barney in the dog that had, from the woman that had given us the warning about it. So it's quite fascinating to see that. Very fascinating to see that. So, Frank, I'm good. How are you doing? What's happening? What's happening, old bean? You well today? What's the weather like where you guys are? We're having a lovely September so far. It's glorious. Go on, give me a bit of, make me a bit envious of where you are. You all right, bud? Good boy. Good boy. We're almost at the 20 likes, folks. If we hit 20 likes, the dogs will get another little training treat, courtesy of you guys watching along. So thank you. We're just about there. Almost there. You'll see here, River's out ahead. Harris is kind of following them. We're not giving them that much interaction. I'm not really speaking directly to the dogs very often. We tend to find, River, good boy. The fewer times I can speak to them, the more effective my speech to the dogs actually is. But there is a big old Alsatian, a big old German Shepherd down there. I don't want him wandering off and picking a fight with a dog that he doesn't stand a chance against. It's about a meal for that dog. But it's not that he would... we shouldn't judge the dog, I'm sure it's fine. But because it's on the lead, we always just assume that dog doesn't want any company. This way, folks. 30 degrees where you are, Cindy. Wow. That's double what we've got here today. It's about 14, 15 so far. 14 my watch is telling me. Can we see that? Probably not, but it's 14 degrees. That's also 14 minutes past, but it's 14 degrees also, so keep coming, folks. Good puppies. Just wait. Good dogs. Good dogs. And it's perfect timing. We've let these people pass us without getting in the way. And it's a good time to reward them for their good behaviour. Well done, Mac. Good boy. This is courtesy of you guys watching along and giving us 20 likes. Thank you so much. That's really appreciated. The dogs, if the dogs and you guys were here together, you want that, River? You want one, Harris? He doesn't often take. We'll go this way, buddy. Good pup, good pup. Do you want one? Oh, you're looking like you might want one. There we go. Good boy, good boy. Good, you can have the other half of his. I know, he's just getting a little bit. We don't want you guys getting fat. But yeah, thank you. That you gave us those 20 likes, and we kind of, when I started doing these live streams, I kind of made a rule that for every 10 likes we hit, we'd reward you folks for watching along by giving the dogs a little training treat. And so, some days they get 50 likes. they get 5 whole biscuits, so they're now getting half, just to keep us to keep their waistline in check, you know. Eileen is saying hi there. How are we doing? Well, Cindy, you said, I thought you said 30, 36. That was the glare on my screen. Goodness me. Goodness me. 20 plus for you, Frank. All right, okay. I'm not too jealous then. Some days Frank would tell us how it was basically 40 degrees where he was on sessions when I was complaining it was too hot because it was like 21. 36 degrees. Wow. I don't think we'd cope. I don't think my business would survive. I think we'd have to find, I'd have to basically build a swimming pool and then just be a lifeguard for the dogs. That sounds like a good life, to be fair, but yeah, I don't think we'd be out and about enjoying the scenery if it was temperatures like that. But they'd get to play with each other, which I think is a really important factor. They have like a sense of belonging with each other. They're very instinctively protective of each other, and they're quite sort of well bonded to each other. Alfie, this way. And yeah, you saw, if you've been with us for a couple of minutes now, another dog joined our team, or two dogs joined our team, and quite a boisterous young dog, quite a boisterous young man. But the team were quite happy to accept him into the group. But we've seen in the past when dogs have been very unfriendly or a bit aggressive, and the team have just said no, we don't want this. And that actually happens. It's quite fascinating. If I introduce a new dog to the team that I want to work with, if that new dog is too aggressive, basically the rest of the pack just turn their back on it, and they're like, no, if you want to be here and you want to be part of this, you have to change your attitude, buck up your ideas. And I find that very, very fascinating because it reminds me a little bit of human behaviour as well. I kind of relate the dogs a lot to like kids in the playground. If you're a bit of a bully, you play too rough, you play too tough, you're unlikely going to get asked to play by the other kids. So there's a big sort of bit of overlap with the dogs in that respect. What Otis is doing here just now, we'll maybe show you. I don't think he's managed to get any, but this little well is often full of water, especially after it's rained. It's not rained in about 24 hours here, so you're out of luck, Otis. You were looking for a little drink, weren't you? There's 3 or 4 trees along this little route that the dogs will try and get a little sup of water out. Alfie's at another one there just now. Looks like he's drawn a blank as well. Yeah, they're all going straight to it, and they've found there's nothing there. Usually in these little parts of the roots, just full of leaves, guys. It's just full of leaves. I know, we'll take these out so that when it does rain, it's just the water. There we go. But nothing in there. Nothing in there. Are we hunting mushrooms? No. No, we're not. It's getting to that time of year though. That usually is a challenge for us, because people who do hunt mushrooms will usually be very well camouflaged. They'll be very well kitted out for bad weather, so you don't often see them. But the dogs can regularly smell them, and then all of a sudden they realise, hang on, there's a guy over there, there's someone over there. And they go charging towards this person who has maybe had like a sandwich or something a couple of hours ago, and they can still smell the cheese from the sandwich, and they think that there's free food on the go. And then you end up spooking people. So we have to keep our head on a swivel. Andrew, welcome along. How are we doing? How are we getting on? Must be late o'clock for you guys over in Oz. Joseph, where are we right now? We are in Edinburgh in Scotland. That's about as specific as I'm giving you. It is the UK. It is the UK. Somewhere different for the walkies today. Yeah, we come here about once a week, but when we come here, quite often my phone signal doesn't work very well for some reason. So I used to stop coming here in the mornings to do live streaming because it was problematic, but it seems to be working a bit better now. Touch wood, let's touch wood. Let's all touch wood together. There we go. Good, River. What's up here? What's up here, buddy? No, you're close, but you have come up here. River, what's up here? River, come on. Alfie's going to show you. Harris is going to show you. There we go. Good puppers. Good puppers. River's still learning the ropes. There you go, Junebug. I know. I would never not feed you one. There you go, buddy. Good boy. Barney? Are we alright, bud? Look at Barney's little underbite. Can you see his underbite on the camera? His little underbite is so cool. I see you. Harris, you fancy? You've been taking this morning. There we go. Excuse me. Excuse me, Alfie. That's for Harris. Go find that. Go find that. Do you know? Good boy, you jumped up finally. Good boy, Barney. Jumping up. Where's that wee underbite? Have you put it away? Look at my team of border terriers. Look at them. They are ready for some food. Have you guys not had breakfast this morning? Is that what the problem is? Eh, you've been lazy. Keep on coming. Keep coming. Welcome along everybody who's tuned in. I just noticed the number of viewers. That's phenomenal. Welcome along if you're just joining in. A couple of ways you can support today's stream if you so wish. Let me just spit these out. It only takes a second to explain. You can join in the chat. You can speak along, and I'll get right back to the comments in a moment or two. So you can chat away to me and keep me company as I go through this little walk. And forget about everybody else in the chat. It'll be you and I chatting away, asking each other questions and such like. If that's too much effort, you don't need to do that much. To be honest, you can just give our little stream a little like. That helps a long way. And for every 10 likes that we get, I think the number's up at the top here on most mobile devices. For every 10 that we get, the dogs will get a little training biscuit courtesy of you. So thank you so much. If you so wish, the super chat is now available function on this channel. We're not going to force the issue with that, but that is available. Should you wish, we had Vicky yesterday providing us a very generous gift, which was very kind of her. In case you were tuning in, Vicky, again, thank you again. You were my first and I won't forget it. And if you really want to support the channel, the best way to do it is to hit that subscribe button, follow us along, and be part of the team going forward. Watch us again and again. That's really the best way, to be perfectly honest. We do this to ensure that you guys are having a nice start to your day, or at least a little bit of dogs in your session, at some point in your day. And our day starts with the morning walk in front of lovely castles in Edinburgh. So welcome along. Welcome along. Andrew's given us some advice here. Double tap for a like. Good job, thank you so much. I'll come back to the rest of what you've said in a minute. How's River today? That's a great question. He's doing great. Doing great. We're getting a lot out of him this week. River, come on, buddy boy. We've hit 30 likes, folks. Thank you. Who wants a biscuit? Who wants a biscuit? Do you know? Alfie, sit nice, buddy. Sit nice. You notice, yeah. Funnily enough, the first three there are the border terriers. Yes, That tells you all you need to know. Good boy, River. You're doing great, buddy. Getting a lot of love in the chat. Good. Let's go find that one. Barney, you going to catch? Good puppy. Good puppy. Good puppy. We are caught between a rock and a hard place just now. I'm going to show you. we need to get to the corner over here. Over there is a couple with a couple of dogs, and over here, just there, is a guy. He's sat in the grass. A girl. It's a person sat in the grass, and the in-between part is all fenced off. This bit's all fenced off. So I either go this way and round and meet the dog, or this way into the person who sat down enjoying a very peaceful morning. Which way should we go, folks? Dog or person sitting down? First person to comment will determine our fate. Dog on the right, person sitting down on the left. What are we saying? Hank, how are we? Good morning. Killer drone, same person. He's straight in with it. They're straight in. Straight through, yeah, straight ahead. No holds barred. Come on, team. Stops us. Come on. This person's about to get all of the love that you guys were potentially going to get if you were here in person. They've actually got a dog. River. Good boy. Good boy. They saw us coming and they've made their escape plan, so we're going to give them a second or two. Oh well. Yeah, go nuts. I know I would make their day, but they have a dog on the lead, and when there's the kind of unwritten rule, and